Hello, hello. It's Mal and Raina back again. This is going to be our weekly reading, so the energies of the week. I'm not using actual energy cards, but we're going to do Soul's Journey lesson cards. So, what is the lesson of the week? And then I'm going to pull from the Starseed Oracle. I'm going to pull from Tarot. And then I'm going to pull from the Crystal Healing Oracle. Fun little thing that I thought about yesterday that I just wanted to do. I think it was yesterday. It might have been Saturday. I don't know. Anyways. What is our lesson for this week? What is the lesson that we will be learning or pondering this week? The collective and me and I. What is the lesson? The collective and I. What is the lesson that we will be learning this week? Do I need to turn? On the bottom we have happiness. I am aware that being happy means that I am on the right path. We got acceptance. I am learning to accept the things that I cannot change. Right now, your soul is learning to acceptance. This may force you to feel out of control in a situation or with another person in your life. Just realize that the universe has given you this incredible opportunity to release control. Perhaps doing so will help you realize that there is a rhythm, a rhyme or reason to everything in life. Rather than thinking that these are accidents that are occurring, refer to these conditions as moments of divine design. Maybe it is a person or a situation that you do not agree with right now. For the moment, instead of having a knee-jerk reaction based on an emotional response, stop, step back, observe, and make an attempt to understand both sides of the equation, which is an incredible gift for you to practice tolerance, grace, and patience. Realize that although you have come to accept a situation or a condition, it doesn't necessarily mean that you are condoning a behavior or that you support it. You see it for what it is and recognize that there is something rich to learn from it. Yeah. I could definitely learn to accept certain things so that I could actually find my happiness. I'm just thinking back about how, like, with the other cards that we've pulled recently, how I kind of took some of my own advice this weekend and I wrote out some things that I needed to learn to accept. Mainly, I wrote out some things that I needed to face, like my anger, instead of just hiding it. But yeah, I did that yesterday. I wrote a bit yesterday that I need to accept that things are the way they are and stop bearing it and just face it and accept it. So it's a pretty good lesson, I would say. Hopefully it's a good lesson for you too, and I hope that you're able to accept whatever it is that's going on. Again, it said that accepting it does not mean you condone it. It doesn't mean that you agree with it. It's just seeing it for what it is. It is what it is. It just is what it is. It's one of my favorite sayings. It is what it is. Especially with stuff that you cannot control. It is what it is. Stop stressing about it. Stop worrying about it. It is what it is. There's nothing you can do to change it. Just accept it. Anyways. What message does our spirit want us to hear from the Starseed Oracle? What message does our spirit want us to hear from Starseed Oracle? Okay, that's a lot. We just need one card, okay? What message? Guess we'll take 2. On the bottom we have Earth pulsing, Pulse of Mother, Slow Down, Time in Nature. I would love to spend some time in nature, but right now it's just a little bit too cold for that. For me, at least. This one first. Okay. I'll put this one here. The first one we pulled was Activated Earth, Power Places, Ley Lines, Trust Where You're Led. Probably should get the book, huh? Let's just move it. There. Ley lines are invisible pathways on the land along which energy travels. They can be sensed when we tune into them with our subtle senses, also known as spirit paths. They've been compared to the meridian system of the body used in Chinese medicine, and they link sacred sites, stone circles, burial mounds, and places of worship worldwide. In Australian Aboriginal culture, song lines were the paths traveled by the creator beings as they made the land and the sea during the dreaming. These paths were recorded in traditional songs and dances of the people, allowing them to access information about the land's history and to travel safely across great distances. Many believe that as we visit such sacred points on Earth, something is activated within us. Some also believe that by connecting with the land with devotion at these sacred places, something is activated within the planet too. Are you being called to travel to a sacred place that your soul remembers, or tend to the land you live on, to honor and acknowledge the known and unknown keepers or nature spirits of that land? As you connect with Earth and honor its keepers, the land opens up more fully to hold you. The fruits provide more nourishment, and the guardians watch over you. Starseed activation. So, you can't quite do this because you're not holding the card, but still, I'm going to say it. Place a card on the portal of your heart and whisper the following. I honor and thank the keepers of the earth beneath me, known and unknown. Thank you for nourishment and tender holding. So I like to imagine every night as I'm laying down that I'm pulling light in through my crown chakra, and that I grow roots out of my feet, deep down, out throughout my house and throughout the land that my house sits on. And then I pull that light down through my crown, through my body, and then push it out through my feet, through the roots, down into the land that I live on. Like I'm feeding Mother Earth, the universe's light. Anyways, just figured I'd tell you that since, it asked if you tend the land you live on. That's one way for me to tend it. The other way is by planting stuff. I've planted a lot of things. I moved here in the fall. It was late summer. So I planted what I could plant that time of year, and then I have a whole bunch of seeds to plant things when spring comes around. But that's the other way I'm trying to tend. I'm not good at growing plants, though. But I'm going to try. Okay, anyways. Oh, this was the card right before that one. It could just be that this is a kind of new deck and I haven't shuffled it very well, but I've used it a couple of times. Anyways, we got a new earth. It's happening. Keep holding the vision. Don't give up now. You're closer than you think. I know it's hard to hold the frequency of a new age when it feels as if so much is crumbling and so many are losing faith. This is your sign that you're facing the right direction. You have a great gift in being able to see the potential of things before they exist. Tend to the new seeds. Dream them into existence. Don't lose faith now. Keep your focus fixed. Planting new seeds and bringing about a shift of the ages is no mean feat. It requires extreme trust and a radical vision. If you pull this card, it is a reminder to have faith. You chose to be here, to be part of this global shift. Whether you're bringing it about through prayer and meditation, or through working on a new project, job, or creation, keep going. It's happening. Don't give up now. The world needs more dreamers like you, more people with hope in their hearts. The road ahead may not be plain sailing. Ushering in a new age in times of change never is. You're being encouraged to remember that what you've been working toward for so long is almost here. Don't question yourself now. Don't waver. Dig your devotion deep. For if you do, in the not too distant future, you'll be able to sit back and watch all that you've so carefully planted and nurtured grow and bloom. It's possible. Keep focusing on your dreams. You're closer than you think. And then it says, Starseed Soul Inquiry. How can you keep holding the vision? So a lot of people believe that we are moving into a new earth, a new timeline per se, but just a new version of earth. And it does seem rough to believe that, especially when things are so volatile in the world right now, and boy are they. But that's what that card is saying. Like, things may seem crazy, but you have to hold the vision of the future you believe in, of the earth that you want to live in. And you have to believe that with every bit of your heart. Like, obviously, pay attention to what's going on around you. But believe that things can be better and that things can actually change. Because they can. We don't have to live the way the world is right now. But it's going to take work and effort and positivity to change that. Bye, Raina. But yeah. So apparently this week, I know it says acceptance. So I'm guessing we need to accept things, that things are the way they are. But we need to hope and believe in that brighter future that we want to create. To me, it's saying, like, I feel, at least. It's saying, don't deny the world that we're in, but use that acceptance of what's going on right now to fuel your dreams for what you believe it could be. Because you can't change things if you don't accept how they are, you know? You can't make a change to something if you're not going to accept that it's not how it should be. Even though I know this was saying that there's some things you can't change. But there are some things we can change. We can change the future. We can change this world and how it operates. So we just have to believe that we can. And stay positive. And ground ourselves. Ground the light. Okay. So what does Tarot have to say about all that? What is Tarot's advice? What is Tarot's advice for the week? Excuse me. So the bottom we have the Six of Swords, that's victory. Success. No, I take that back. That's walking away. Six of Wands is victory and success. Six of Swords is moving away from stuff that you don't agree with, usually thought patterns that don't serve you. Can I get to the swords, please? Distance, transition, escape, and moving away. We can move away from this world, yo. The way this world operates, we can escape it. I really do believe that, because seriously, ooh, buddy. We got the Wheel of Fortune, card number 10. The Wheel of Fortune reminds you that life is in constant motion, and every day the cycle begins and ends. Things go forward, and then they come back around. The Wheel of Fortune card tells you to have faith in what the universe has to offer, and that your situations will be resolved in your favor. Upright. It means good luck, fortune, chance, karma, and opportunities. I really feel like this all just came together so beautifully. Because then we got the Hanged Man, number 12. It's a hanged woman in this picture. The Hanged Man meditates upside down in a state of higher consciousness. The Hanged Man is in a peaceful state, surrounded by protective vines, serenely waiting for the enlightenment that comes from enduring and embracing hardship. The Hanged Man card is all about patience and self-discipline, spiritual evolution, and enlightenment, as well as new perspectives. Upright meaning: spiritual awakening, purity, simplicity, altruism, releasing expectations, letting go of material things, suspension, patience, and self-control. So I really, 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 really feel like it's saying this week we are trying our best to accept the world for what it is right now, but understand that it is something that we can move away from. We can change how the world operates and works, and we do that by trusting in our spiritual enlightenment, believing, that it'll happen. Because we do have the power to create a new earth. And maybe, just maybe, you need to go somewhere special to help you activate those feelings within yourself, if you don't have a place like that already. I love streams, creeks, water. Again, I'm not going to go anywhere. I'm not going to travel outside and be in nature right now because it's a little bit too cold outside for me personally. But I will sit and grow my roots and pull that light down through me and into the land I live on to try to help with this transition. But yeah. Know that change is possible. Know that a better way of living is absolutely possible. You just need to hang tight for now. And know that it is possible. Trust that it's possible. A better world is possible. I don't know where else to put these. I'm just gonna here. I know that's not the order I pulled them in, okay? Because I have one more thing I wanted to do. So, this weekend, I ordered a Christmas present off of Etsy. And then after I did that, I was goofing off on the website, looking around for stuff for myself. I wasn't really intending to find anything for myself, but I was just looking. And then I saw that I had like an old message that I never read, so I opened it up, and it was from a seller basically trying to get me to buy something again around a different holiday 2 years ago. But I bought this ring from that seller. So I was like, let me just go see what they have, because I got this like on a huge sale. I was like, let me just see what their sales are like. So I went to their page and looked at their jewelry, and I found a ring that was just calling to me, and of course it was on sale too. So I was like, I really want to buy this, but I didn't. But I thought about it. I saved it, and when I looked closer at it, I was like, that's a stone that I keep pulling whenever I do my cards. And I pull stones from, I don't know, I pull stones to charge things, and, you know, sometimes I keep cards out around my room for a little while. And anyways, it's a stone card that I just kept pulling over the last couple of weeks. And I was like, maybe I should really buy that. I mean, I liked the ring. I keep pulling that card. So the next morning I got downstairs and I sent the ring to my partner and I said, I want this. They bought it for me. Thank you. But as I sent it to them, I was like, I'm going to pull from that deck again and just see. Like, I'm just going to ask, what is the next piece of jewelry, like stone jewelry, should I get for myself? And I shuffled this deck, and the card that flew out was literally that same stone. So I was like, I should do that for my viewers. So I don't know if you care about stones or if you like stones, but we're going to ask this deck, is there a stone that my viewers should invest in that would be beneficial for them at this point in time in their lives? Any kind of jewelry or just the stone itself. Doesn't have to be jewelry. I just like rings and bracelets. What stone would be most beneficial for my collective audience at this point in time? And just one, please. Well, I guess I'll pull one or two because, you know, there's more than one of you here, so maybe y'all need different things. Whatever comes out. What stone would be most beneficial? Two came out. At the bottom we have aquamarine. I love aquamarine. Okay. So we got number 8, garnet. So maybe you've been looking at some garnet jewelry, or maybe garnet calls to you. I'm not going to read the whole thing because it's a lot. Garnet is a rejuvenating stone believed to protect against evil and terrifying dreams and to attract love. I didn't know that about the dreams. That's interesting. So maybe garnet calls to you. Sorry for all the shine from the lights. It's a medium frequency stone. The chakras are base, sacral, heart. It energizes all the chakras. Timing is Leo, Virgo, Capricorn, Aquarius. And the soul path is expressing your soul's passion. And I laughed because the other stone that came out is another one that I want. And I already told my partner that I wanted this stone for Valentine's. I've wanted this stone for a long time, and I've refused to buy it for myself. I don't know why. But, I mean, it's expensive, but that's probably why. We got number 34, moldavite. Moldavite was created when a giant meteorite slammed into the earth some 11 million years ago, fusing the power of the cosmos with that of the Mother Earth. Frequency is earthy and high. Chakra is all up to the highest. Timing is Scorpio. Soul path is integration of the physical and the spiritual. I would like to put a warning out there. I don't know personally because I've never used Moldavite before. I don't own one as much as I want one. But it is the stone that people say will just completely F your life up. In a good way, but like it supposedly causes a lot of tower moments if you're not living the life you're supposed to be living. It basically, you know how I said the integrating physical and spiritual together? Yeah. So if your life path isn't following what you actually came here to do, apparently Moldavite will make that happen, and it will make it happen quick and hard. So only get Moldavite if you're ready for that. If, you know, like either you're already on your path or you're okay with things changing so that you can get on your path. But yeah, it's a stone I really want some Moldavite. But anyways, garnet and Moldavite. In case you were looking to get a new stone, that's the suggestion. And that's all I have for you for this week. I hope that you have a beautiful week. I hope this was a good message for you. Yeah. Love you. Bye.